What's going on, jelly beans? My name is Poe, and I want to talk to you guys about guns. That's right, the pew-pews. So, in real life, you know, guns are a thing. Many countries do not have them. Many countries are overburdened by them. And our country is definitely one of them. We have been crafted and shaped around an arms-dealing country. We have tons and tons of people with guns. I know people with like 50-something guns. It happens. What people do not understand is that there are things that are in the works in our country, specifically for certain states, that are trying to limit, prohibit, and even more so, take away our weapons. Now, these are our freedoms. We have a right here. Whether or not you're from the States or not, we actually have an actual right to own our weapons. What they're trying to do is take that from us, and that really is upsetting a lot of people. And now, I know that there's been a lot of tragedy, school shootings, the theater shootings, all kinds of situations, and guns are an extremely easy way to kill people. And they think that doing this is just going to deter violence and massive killings. I'm here to say that most people that kill people, they're still going to probably find a way to kill people. Most of them are fueled for a certain reason. Sure, they're going to kill less people, but those guys are a few patches short in the head, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll just throw a little dice logic in the mix. So, their netcode's bad, you know what I'm saying? The way I'm looking at it is, this country was shaped and built around it. It's kind of like one of those parents that say, yes, you can eat candy, stay up late, and jump all over the bed, and then you come back 5 years later after that's been embedded in him, and that's what he knows to do, and he still does to this day, and then you're like, you can't do that anymore, it's wrong. We're going to take that from you. And, you know, you can't, like, do something, let it be in stone, let it be a solid part of your society and everything, and then be like, no, we're going to take that away from you. Because there's going to be violence, there's going to be an uproar, because you're trying to take somebody's freedom away from doing this. And the biggest concern I have about this is, if they want to limit things, it's fine. One thing I do think that they should do, which I don't think they've been really aiming towards it, is they should have some sort of psych evaluation, something to make sure that people are right in the head when they make this, and maybe have a routine every 2 or 3 years, one of these, because, I mean, there's divorces and depressions and everything like that, to try to cut back on people that go a little cuckoo. So, I mean, they could do more things, give up more jobs, do certain things to allow people to buy some of these things, but they do extensive background checks. There's been lots of people that have been denied that stuff, but there are people that have 50 guns. And I know a lot of other countries are like, I don't ever understand America. I don't know why you guys have guns. I don't either. We never should have in the first place. No country should ever, but it is here, and it's one thing that shouldn't be taken away because of fear of what it happens. I have guns, and I feel safe in my own home. It's the only place in the entire world I feel safe. When you live in a country like this, and though it may seem so weird, and we say we're the country of the free, we're not free. We have a few more opportunities than other countries, but we're not free. And where I've grown up, I've always grown up in fear. I've seen the worst. I've seen prostitution, drug dealing, stabbings. I've seen death on the street. It's not something I've not seen. You know, I've seen what it does, and I've lived my entire life, and I can be a paranoid person. And I don't know if this applies for other Americans. I don't know if, you know, people are just continuously looking out their window wanting to make sure their family's safe, but I'm one of those people. And it may just be my upbringing, where I came up in. But that's the kind of place I live in. You never know what could happen. Anyone could be mugged or robbed or stabbed or shot at any time in a target of random violence. I have one of my old bosses was carjacked, shot twice in the stomach, and left on the road. He survived, but because of that, you know what I mean? It's just one of those situations. You never know what can happen. And that's a scary thing. The one thing that helps us sleep at night is knowing the guns are there. We don't plan on using them. We don't want to use them, but the option is there, and we know how to use them if so. The true fact about this, and the way that I look at it, why this is a bad decision, because they want to start, one of their decisions to fix this is to go door to door and take everybody's guns. And I'm sure they're not going to replenish the money you spend. I've got about $3 grand wrapped in my guns. You going to give me my money back? Hell no. We're already in debt for everything else. They're just going to take it because they say they can. And that's really, really crappy to me. And I think the biggest problem with this is because we have gunsmiths. We have people that create guns for a living. You're going to be taking away jobs for starters, but above all, there are going to be criminals out there that know how to get guns. There are thousands. I think there was like a reported like 40,000 guns a year that are stolen and are on the streets illegally. So it's like some ridiculous large amount of weapons that are untraceable, that have been filed down that no one knows who they are. So there are probably at any point, any given time, hundreds of thousands of guns or some ridiculous high number of guns that are out there on the streets that can't be licensed, can't be found by going door to door, even if they can afford the manpower, which they could find the way to, but it's completely against it, because what you'll be doing is you'll be taking guns away from the civilians, the people that follow the law, that are caring family people, and you're going to be basically limiting who can have the weapons, because bad guys aren't going to let you take their stuff. They're not going to be like, yeah, just go ahead and you can have it. You know what I mean? No, they're going to have their stuff, they're going to hide it, and they're going to be the only ones in the world that are capable of killing somebody in 1 second. So the moment you take away the guns from the people that can defend their family is the moment where you basically only allow criminals to have that. So no longer am I going to feel safe? Can I defend somebody in my family, in my house, with a knife when he's got a gun? No. So if anything, black market trade's going up, whatever the hell you want to call it. It's going to go ridiculously high. People are it's going to bring in new jobs, underground jobs, where criminals are going to start developing and creating weapons, and it's going to blow up on the streets. People are going to have massive amounts of illegal weapons, and they're going to control everything. And just the people are going to become even more victims, because, you know, more rape is going to happen, more murder is going to happen, and it's because the people that feel like they're the only ones having these guns, they're going to feel like they're gods. So in a country where you can't regulate it, where you can't take it back, trying to take it back is going to do nothing but make it even worse. So that's just how I feel. I wanted to kind of share that with you guys, because it's just honestly what I think about this. Feel free to leave your comments down below. I'm eager to see what you guys think about the whole situation. Honesty is approved, even from people in other countries. Tell me that you guys maybe understand this a little bit more. Again, like I said, it's great and peaceful for people to have, you know, no guns and stuff, but it's not like there aren't stabbings in other countries and stuff like that. Like I said, the cuckoos will come out. But this is just how I feel about it. Tell me if it makes sense to you guys, or if you're on the same page or whatever. Leave it down in the comments below. In the meantime, I'm going to go buy more guns. Bye, guys.